Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous Odyssey. Well, we were out on the planets doing planetary exploration. We gained about 50,000 credits because we were doing exploration and adding to the codex. Now it's your individual codex that they're paying you for. It's not all the other players combined in. So that was pretty good. We did some bounty hunting just on one kill. I got 120,000. So that's probably if I need to make bigger bucks in a shorter amount of time, that's probably the way I'm going to do it. I was just in a low res site because I'm in this account. We start from scratch. So it might have been a competent, or I was thinking it was a harmless, and we got 120. So that was pretty good. And I put a point defense on this Cobra and 2 gimbaled burst lasers, like I have on my Vulture in the live account. Now, when we can bring over in Phase 4 all of our ships, then I'll have a fully engineered Vulture if I want to do that. But I'll have up to 12 billion in credits, almost 600 in the main account, and 6 billion in the main account and 6 billion in the fleet carrier account. So as of Phase 4, we won't have to worry about it, but we got Phase 2 and Phase 3 to deal with. So we have 160,000 right now, and that's good enough. So what we're probably going to do now, we went back to Adityan system because we were looking for an interstellar factor, just in case friendly fire got a warrant out on us. And it didn't, but it could. But I couldn't find one. There might be one at a planetary station, but I haven't seen one so far, and people are complaining that if they get a warrant, there's not really a way to take care of that except for just turn yourself in. And but in this game, if you have warrants, they just blast you. So I'm not sure exactly what we would do if we got a warrant at the moment. So okay, sis left. There are resource extraction sites, low and medium, the ones that I like. I do need points of interest, probably planets and moons. Let's look at the system that we're at now. We're on this bottom row right now. You see, if it's got a blue ring and looks like an atmosphere, see, that's pretty cool. The ones that have the atmosphere that don't have the blue ring around it, you can't land on those. So the first one I want to go to is probably C5 with our SRVs. And we hold on the mouse and it accepts it. Then after we finish that one, the last planet over here has 4 that has atmospheres. The reason we want to do that is because of the plant life. Okay. Sis left. Well, let's get going. Let's just make sure we have done the advanced maintenance. They might not do maintenance, but I think we're all filled up. So let's auto launch. Well, I do appreciate you coming along. Make sure you press that subscribe button. That would really help me out. and find our channel, GFM_RDG, where you can find over 1,600 more videos to watch
retracted. Ship released.
on 17 different games. Sys zoom. Go ahead and try to get away from the station. That's where we're going, is C5.
Detected.
Okay. Wait for the mass lock and we will go into Super Cruise. Sys Super.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So we're going to take out the SRV, and we can scan the plants with the SRV right now, and with one of the scanners that's on it. We have started doing some discovery scanning, so we can cache that in eventually. Now if we get killed, we lose all our cartographics, and that's always a possibility in this game. Also look in the description, you see ways of donating and joining our Patreon. Well, now we're in a section where I can do exploration, and that's more my style. If I need credits though, I can do just regular bounty hunting at res sites. And like I had mentioned, I mean 120,000 on one, I believe, is a harmless kill. So yeah, we can just do it that way. I did put a point defense on this Cobra and 2 burst gimbal lasers, because that's the way I usually play when I'm doing that. You want to be on the sunny side. This is a planet, not a moon, and it has atmosphere, so it'll probably have plant life too. Now when they say atmosphere, they're not talking Earth life. These are like moons with a slight atmosphere, kind of like Mars and Sol. It has an atmosphere of 1% of what Earth's atmosphere is, but it has one. Now it doesn't have plant life like some of these do. Maybe all the ones with atmosphere has plant life. Yeah, I don't come in too fast when I'm doing planetary stuff. And we could be interdicted. This is the sunny sides on this right side. So I've prepared myself for an interdiction. I do go a little bit slower, so if I get interdicted, I don't get slammed into the planet as badly. And I'll keep slowing down as we get closer. I would like to have a slope when I make my final descent. I was checking to make sure I was in solo mode. If you go to the menu selection at the bottom, it tells you that if it's in solo or whatever mode you're in. Mine says solo. Now you see these points of interest. You don't want to be near those points of interest. Let's see, I want to be up here at the top though. But I try to stay away from them. don't want to be too close to a settlement like Armstrong Legacy is here. Now you see this brownish looking area. I always like a place that has a diverse textures.
Orbital flight engaged.
Pretty diverse right here. Of different textures. Now that first planet that we went to that had plant life, we could have done more material gathering, and we gathered some codex rewards for that too. I think I want to turn to the left. The white area is kind of, I think it's more of a sandy area and not as rough. The green can be fairly rough. Is this landing? And these have auto landing. The ship lands for you. Let's kind of come over here. Is this landing?
Landing gear deployed.
See, it lands for you. You just decelerate to 0 and have the landing gear down and it'll settle. Now sometimes you see sparks or something coming out from underneath. Now there
Landing gear retracted.
There are NPCs that show up that check you out. Why will ship be dismissed in 15 seconds? What's that all about? Is this down? We didn't land properly. Is this down? Is this down? Is this alternate? Is this landing? Is this landing? Is this landing? Okay. For some reason the landing gear went up.
Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted.
Landing. 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 Is this landing? I didn't put the
Landing gear deployed.
oh, no valid for auto landing. Is this alternate? we're looking for a landing spot. There it is. Huh. Oh, it's acting weird. I did find a spot. It's blue. Is this down? Okay, now we can deploy. Interesting. Well, we're still learning it. And it's alpha. And there's lots of big rocks. Sys, ship.
Ship dismissed.
Sys zoom.
Landing gear retracted.
Sys scoop.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Sys mode. Sys mode. We'll probably have to shoot some rocks. I don't see plants though. As you can see, we have some materials showing up. And the terrain is very rough. And if we find some raw materials that we haven't collected, we get credits for that. I need to check on the first one just to see how much they give us per item. I mean, this SRV can go over quite a bit, but compared to the base game, boy, the terrain is rough. Much rougher. They have like these little gas clouds near the surface. Try not to go over anything too big. As much as it bounces, kind of hard to see. But there's no plant life that we can see so far. It's supposed to have an atmosphere, or somewhat of one. Probably means it has less of one. And it will stop you in your tracks. Let's see. On some rocks. Okay. Let's try something. Is this right? Sometimes I'll take off the drive assist.
Drive assist off.
Is this right? And it has a little bit easier time if you do that. It's where you can control the speed better instead of it trying to control it. Yeah, it might be tough for the ship to land in a decent spot where we can get on it. There it is. There's an outcrop over there. Kind of what we're looking for. But yeah, you use up a whole lot of integrity on these places. Yeah, there's two spots. There's this one and there might be a second one to the right. I think it's around that big rock. Come over here and kind of circle it. Find out where it went. Might be behind us. Okay, put this over here. 37. Might be in the midst of all this stuff. Might be hard to get to. Nope, there it is. A lonely black rock. Oh, it's going to be hard to get to some of that. There's some sulfur. Let's see what we can do. Okay. See, on this one you have to use that target thing where the globe is right now to get closer to the center. It's not like the main game SRVs, you just have to be close to it. Not quite as good. Phosphorus. Now, I haven't seen that we've gotten anything new yet. Carbon. What we might do, come up a little bit, turn, come over here. Okay, that might be a little bit easier. Carbon. See, there was quite a bit in this one. I think that's all. Is this right? Go over to inventory, come down to materials, carbon, we have quite a bit, iron, nickel, see phosphorus and sulfur. So we have 9 refills of our fuel. Selenium, that's good, tungsten. Is this right? Now there was another, I need to circle because there was another rock somewhere that was on our radar. There it is. See if we can find that one. Well, it does work a whole lot better with drive assist off though. Okay, got another outcrop. But the terrain is awful. And that's not all full, that's awful. Not so good. I mean, the textures and everything look better, but it's much harder to traverse. And I have had materials disappear after I've shot them. Selenium. Iron. More sulfur. I think we need more phosphorus.
Incoming message.
Probably gain rank again. Is this up? Yeah. Invitation from Felicity Farseer. We were promoted to scout. So she wants to help us on our FSD boosters, our FSD booster or drive, and but in our main account, all our ships, and we have the major engineers we already have unlocked. Is this up? Is this up? Okay. Might look for another rock. I mean, it's been pretty good. We have hit 2 rocks. Let's see if we can find another one. But boy, it's hard to get to them. Do a turnaround, see if we can find some. Yeah, it's definitely a rough area. And I haven't seen any clearing, so... Okay, well that's kind of enough for this area. Sis, ship.
Ship recalled.
See if the ship can find a spot to land. Even if it doesn't land, I have heard they will hover, and you just work your way underneath them. I've never had one just to hover, and I've had to get underneath it, but it's almost on top of us.
Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted.
See where it's at. Yeah, she's leaving. Maybe because I was on top. Let's see if we can find another spot. Maybe it was just she couldn't find a spot to land. There's some hillsides over here. Maybe it's better over there. I don't know. Sis, ship.
Ship recalled.
We'll keep recalling her and see if she can show up somewhere. And we'll just try to get over to her if she lands. Well, we'll keep moving if she can't.
Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, she can't find a spot to land. We could self-destruct at worst case, but we wouldn't lose anything. I don't think we have anything. Is this left? No, we don't have anything. Is this left? There might be a clearing up here. Or they might just respawn. Let's try and see if we can get to a clearing. Promotion to scout. There might be a slight clearing over here. But it's definitely rough. Let's back up just a little. Sis, ship.
Ship recalled.
If she won't land, if she tries to land in the rocks, maybe we can go forward a little bit up on that little hill, and then maybe she will. But see, she's behind us. See, there's plenty of place here.
Landing gear deployed.
It looks like she's going down. Okay, let's see if we can get there. But it's hard, it's not easy. Then we'll go to the next planet with atmospheres and maybe it'll be a little bit better. Now it might be impossible to get underneath it with all of these rocks. We might get stuck. Is this down? As soon as it says board, you hit it. Okay, it's just left. Hopefully we find a better place, because that was pretty rough. Ones on the end have atmospheres and landable. It's just left. Is this landing? Is this landing?
Landing gear retracted.
Is this alternate?
Scan detected.
Is this super?
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Is this mode? We lost our destination. Is this left? See if we can get our destination again. Is this left? Okay, that's where we're going. because there's like 5 moons with atmospheres over there. Okay. Well, I do appreciate you coming along. Make sure you hit that subscribe and find our channel, GFM_RDG, where there's over 1,600 more videos in 17 games. When we get new games like Elite Dangerous Odyssey and Star Citizen, it kind of makes it tough on all the other games because the new toys are taking all the oxygen out of the room. And yeah, when we get someone kind of coming in behind us, I start grabbing the stick just in case there's an interdiction. So far we haven't had one, but there's always a first. And I haven't gotten a message that they're going to interdict yet. See, we didn't collect any codex rewards that time because we didn't collect anything new. And I didn't see any plants, it was just rocks. But we're going to hit all the planets with atmospheres first, and then we'll go back and do the planets that don't have atmospheres. We need to go back to Nivi, and we've got about 5 more moons without atmospheres over there to hit that we haven't hit yet. The reason we came over here to Adityan was we were looking for an interstellar factor just in case while we're doing bounty hunting we cause friendly fire and get a warrant. And after doing some looking on the forum, there's quite a few asking the same question. What happens if we're in our ship and we get a warrant? Where do we go? Where's the interstellar factor? Now, the main station over in Nivi has an interstellar factor. Many were saying they don't work yet, and here in Alpha, the interstellar factors. They don't take away the warrant. So, not sure what we would do if we got a warrant, and the only way we would is friendly fire in a resource extraction site, where you're shooting at a wanted ship, but then you actually hit a clean. That'll get you a warrant when you're doing bounty hunting. Okay, the sunny side's on the left side. I usually put the sunny side on top and try to get somewhat of a slope. And since we made the trek over here of 154,000 looking for those interstellar factors, I thought, well, it'd be a good time just to go ahead and hit these planets since we're here, or these moons, 'cause. Since we're already here. We do watch out for the points of interest, so try not to get too close to a station or a settlement. It's on these planets. See, there's some there. Probably stay over to the left. As though the one that's got a dotted or those dashes is on the other side. But we can stay toward the top. Like I said, I like where the terrain is a little,
Orbital flight engaged.
are a little bit different. So let's go to this spot right here. Looks like it could be rough here too. That's one thing I've seen about Odyssey. It's got a lot of rough areas. I mean, most of it's rough. Is this landing? Yeah, it looks like there's a place here that doesn't look so bad.
Landing gear deployed.
We see plants when we get closer, but like at the last place, there was no plants. Now, those ships that we see could be coming from the settlements that are in the area. I mean, we're not real close to it, but that could be where they're coming from. We sure see a lot of them, though. Should be a little bit easier to land, I think. And it should find the landing spot. We'll see. Yeah, he was over suitable terrain and then he went over unsuitable terrain. Is this down? Oh, they got some plants.
Low gravity warning.
We'll scan that plant. Sis, ship.
Ship dismissed. Landing gear retracted.
Oh, data link scanner, I'm on the wrong one. Composition scanner. It hadn't found anything. Oh, there it is. It did for a second. Let's see if we can do it from up here. Discovery made. See, we got 50,000 codex voucher for scanning it. 50,000. So that was pretty cool. Sure better than doing those fetch document transport missions. I think if you do another one, it doesn't give you the credits for it. It says it's already been done. But I'd try anyway. Yeah, it just says no new traits found. But hey, 50 grand for that. That was pretty good. Now we'll look for different things and for materials, and it's not as bad here. There in the distance there might be some interesting things. Or it just might be larger of these fan things. Yeah, it's the same. Okay. Well, we were going to try it. We get 50,000 for those things, so I don't know if you get any more if you find something else. Because I had scanned several things at the first place we went to. And it didn't give us any more. We'll go just a little ways and then we'll look for materials again. Well, I like scanning that stuff for 50 grand. Definitely like that. Now again, in phase 4, when we get our ships, I don't really need the credits. At least we get to use something from the main game, like our ships and our credits. And probably our materials. So if I need to refuel. But I can refuel about 9 times right now through synthesis. Sis Zoom? Well, I haven't seen any materials yet. I mean, it was successful to get that 50,000. Now, of course, if you die, you lose that. These little smoke spots. Yeah, I'm not getting a thing on my scanner saying that that's scannable, so. This was the bright side. Let's look for looking for materials. I don't see any. Okay, there won't be very much, that's for sure. Yeah, when you have drive assist off, you have to kind of go backwards to get it to 0. Sis, ship. Sis, ship.
Ship recalled.
And we'll end this video when we get aboard the ship, and then we'll do another one. But yeah, with that 50,000, I really like that. We'll go to the next planet in the next video, and then we'll see if we collect an additional 50,000, or do we have to go back to the station and turn that in before it lets us collect another one. Again, we're learning. You should have a little bit easier time landing.
Landing gear deployed.
Have to go around to the back side. I don't think it's the back side. No, front side. Just down. Again, I appreciate you coming along. Hopefully you come along again. Find our channel, GFM_RDG, so you can watch more of our videos. And until the next time, thank you for watching. Goodbye.